Nigeria versus South Africa. Military power comparison. Which country is stronger? Before we proceed, I will like to give out a disclaimer. This video is for educational purpose only, and it is in no way, shape, or form trying to incite conflict between both nations. By the end of this video, you will have a great insight and learn more about the military strength of both countries. With that out of the way, let's get started. Nigeria and South Africa are two of the most popular countries in Africa, with both countries having their strengths and weaknesses. But in this video, we shall be putting both countries head to head to see which country has a stronger military. We shall be talking about their numbers of personnel, equipments, budgets, and where they rank both in Africa and the world. Please subscribe to the channel if you like these type of videos. Let's go. Overview. The Nigerian military, officially referred to as the Nigerian Armed Forces, was established in 1960 following Nigeria's independence. It consists of three main branches: the Nigerian Army, which focuses on land-based military operations, the Nigerian Navy, which protects maritime interests, and the Nigerian Air Force, which provides aerial support. Each branch plays a crucial role in national defense and security operations. The Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who oversees military operations and strategic defense policies in the country. As of 2025, the Nigerian Armed Force ranks as the 31st strongest military in the world and the third in Africa in front of countries like North Korea, Mexico, and Norway. On the other hand, the military of South Africa is officially referred to as the South African National Defence Force. It was established in 1994, following the end of apartheid and the unification of the country's military forces. It consists of four main components: the South African Army, South African Navy, South African Air Force, and the South African Military Health Service. The South Africa National Defence Force is responsible for national defence, peacekeeping, and humanitarian assistance. The Commander-in-Chief of the force is President Cyril Ramaphosa, who oversees military operations and strategic defense policies, ensuring the force is prepared to address both domestic and international security challenges. As of 2025, the South Africa National Defence Force ranks as the 40th strongest military in the world and the fourth in Africa, closely behind Nigeria. Looking at the stats, the Nigeria Armed Force is older and stronger than the South Africa National Defence Force. Defense budget. Every year, the Nigerian Armed Force is allocated a budget of about $3 billion, which is over 4 trillion naira, making it the 59th country in the world with the largest defense budget. The purpose of the budget is to acquire modern equipment and personnel welfare. Despite increased funding, challenges like corruption, procurement inefficiencies, and maintenance issues persist, impacting operational effectiveness and long-term military development in Nigeria. On the other hand, the defense budget of the South African National Defence Force is approximately $2.6 billion, making it the 70th country in the world with the largest defense budget. This budget supports personnel salaries, equipment procurement, maintenance, and operational costs, reflecting the government's commitment to national security and defense capabilities amid economic challenges and changing security dynamics. Going by the numbers, the Nigerian Armed Force has a bigger defense budget than the South Africa National Defence Force, despite the fact that South Africa is richer than Nigeria. Personnel. As of 2025, the Nigerian Armed Force has a total manpower of about 280,000 personnel, making it the 21st largest military in the world. Amongst the 280,000 person, 230,000 of them are active and 50,000 reserve. The Nigerian Army has 65,000 personnel, the Navy has a total of 5,500 personnel, and the Air Force has a total of 15,000 personnel. The rest personnel are in the paramilitary. The South African National Defence Force, on the other hand, comprises of approximately 150,000 personnel, ranking as the 56th largest military in the world. It has a total of 78,000 active personnel and 30,000 reserve. This includes around 40,000 in the South African Army, responsible for land operations. The South African Navy has about 8,000 personnel, focusing on maritime defense and security. The South African Air Force consists of roughly 13,000 personnel, providing aerial support and defense capabilities, and the South African Military Health Service includes around 3,000 personnel, offering medical support and healthcare services to military members. The remaining personnel are involved in various support and administrative roles across the South African National Defence Force. Going by the number of personnel, Nigeria has larger number of military personnel than South Africa. Equipments. The Nigerian Armed Forces possess a diverse range of equipment across its three branches. The Nigerian Army operates about 330 tanks, 8,900 armored vehicles, and 40 self-propelled artillery. Its main battle tanks like the T-72 and armored personnel carriers such as the VAB. The Navy has a total of 102 patrol vessels, including the OPVs, and submarines like the Type 209. The Nigerian Air Force utilizes 16 fighter jets, 66 helicopters amongst which 15 of them are attack helicopters including the MiG-21 and Alpha jets, along with transport aircraft like the C-130 Hercules. Additionally, the armed forces are equipped with small arms, artillery systems, and surveillance drones. These assets support various operations, including counterterrorism, peacekeeping, and maritime security missions. When it comes to Air Force, the Nigerian Air Force ranks 52nd worldwide, and when it comes to Navy, it ranks 23rd. The South African National Defence Force operates a range of equipment across its branches. The South African Army is equipped with main battle tanks like the Oliphant, armored vehicles such as the Radel, and artillery systems including the G6 howitzer. In total, the Army has about 252 tanks, 16,700 vehicles, and 104 self-propelled artillery. The South African Navy boasts frigates like the Valor class and submarines such as the Type 209. In total, the Navy has about 33 patrol vessels and 3 submarines. The South African Air Force utilizes fighter jets like the Gripen and transport aircraft such as the C-130 Hercules. In total, the Air Force has 88 helicopters amongst which 10 are attack helicopters and 2 fighter jets. Additionally, the South Africa National Defence Force employs various small arms, unmanned aerial vehicles, and logistics support vehicles for diverse operational needs. When it comes to Air Force, the South African Air Force ranks 49th worldwide, and when it comes to Navy, it ranks 50th. To conclude on equipment,